And we are back. NFL Power Rankings, Week 14 edition. Let's get it. At number 32, we have the Titans, who are staying the same. They are 1-11. Still the worst record solely in the league. They ended up losing to the Jaguars 25-3. Just not a good game for them. I mean, we've been saying this all year pretty much. They just aren't really a good team. This is a young team, an experienced team. They don't even have a head coach technically. So, this team's just trying to find its footing. They just drafted a quarterback first overall, so they're trying to, hurry up and not waste his rookie deal. But the first year always seems to be the worst unless, you're a team like the Commanders. 31, we had the Raiders, who are staying the same at 2-10. They ended up losing to the Chargers. Another just bad game by them. They didn't really do a whole lot. It's just, in my opinion, the Raiders and Titans are by far the two worst teams. I think, and it's not really like much of a discussion. It's Titans last, Raiders second last. Neither of them are playing good at all. The Raiders, thankfully, aren't last. I do think they have a better team. They do have more wins, obviously, but they just don't look good either. So this is just a bad year for both these teams. 30, we have the Saints, who are going down a spot. You ended up losing. You kept it close. You had to rely on an onside kick for it to be close. 21-17 to the Dolphins. You lost, but it was close. This game maybe could have been different because the big thing, in my opinion, is if you gone for two and, not even got it, but if you just did not turn it over. They threw I don't know what the term is. I'm just going to say pick two. Minkah Fitzpatrick picked it off, took it for two, made it a touchdown game. If it's a field goal game, we're talking different ball game here. You guys probably win that one, but mental error not even mental error, just like huge error that didn't look very, big at the time, but ended up costing you guys the game, arguably. It just sucks. 29, we have the Jets, who are going up a spot. You beat the Falcons. Tyrod Taylor has given this team new life. You actually looked really good in this game, 27-24. You were losing most of the game, but you were able to string it together, make a come-from-behind victory. Not to say that you losing the whole game was a bad thing. You were staying in it the whole time. The only bad thing about this is, you guys winning games. You're already eliminated from you're not eliminated from the playoffs, but you have to win out. Multiple teams lose out or lose most of their games. You're very situational. You're just costing yourself draft picks at this point, so that's what's probably the worst part for you guys. 28, we had the Browns staying the same. Last week, you looked good against the Raiders. Bad team. This week, you play a good team, you looked horrible. I think that's kind of what we're saying is you're good for the bad teams, but you're still a bad team. 26-8, you put up one touchdown. Just not a good game whatsoever by you guys. You actually looked really good at the beginning, but just faltered out very early on and was never able to recover. But, you're a young team, rookie quarterbacks, no matter who is playing. I know both Shedeur and Gabriel both played. It's just a tough spot for you guys. You definitely have the team, but you're that quarterback away, and, it doesn't look like either of them. I know it's only 2 weeks for Shedeur. Yes, I'm writing him off that early. I think it's clear you should be looking at a quarterback here in April. 27, we have the G-Men going down 3 spots. You get blown out by the Patriots on Monday night, 33-15. Just was not a good game from start to finish, from offense to defense for anyone on your team, really. This was Jackson Dart's return game from his concussion, missing, the past 2 weeks, I want to say. He didn't look terrible. He was definitely struggling against one of the best teams in the league, but he was doing his best. There were a few plays where he was able to keep it alive, able to make stuff happen, but unfortunately just was not even close to enough. This is one where the better team won, and it showed. You guys, like I said, are very promising, but you're just not there yet. Maybe give it next year. Get a good draft, a good free agency under your belt, and a good head coach, most importantly, and you'll probably be in a good spot. 26, we got the Commanders. going up a spot. Yes, you lost. You went in overtime against the Broncos. You went for two, going for the win. You had them open. Got batted down by Nick Benito. I mean, that's one of the best defensive players in the game for a reason. Can't really be mad at you. It sucks because, I mean, you are all but eliminated. Yes, you are technically still alive, but division tiebreakers is the craziest thing keeping you alive. You can't even make the playoffs normal. You have to win for your division. So you guys are done in my eyes. I'm sorry. But yeah, you played well. It's just, unfortunately, you were one play away and you didn't get the play you needed. So back to the drawing board. 25, we have the Vikings down 3 spots, 4-8. This team is cooked. Putting up a goose egg, 26-0 against the Seahawks. Granted, this was with their backup quarterback, who was an undrafted rookie, Max Brosmer. Yeah, this was just a bad game by you guys. Your season's over. What little chance you had is done. You're wasting your talents. I mean, this was a good team last year, 14-3. This year's pretty much the same team, arguably getting even better. The only big change was at the quarterback position, and boy, oh boy, has it affected you guys in a negative way. So, look forward to next year, or look forward to maybe a new quarterback. I think it's a bit too early. I definitely think you should bring in a veteran in free agency for competition, but I don't think moving on from McCarthy is the right move yet. 24, we have the Cardinals, who are 3-9, who are up a spot. Yeah, this is unfortunate. The Cardinals are actually playing really well. They're just not winning their games. This was one where they barely lost to the Buccaneers. I want to say it was by a field goal. I'll see if I can find the score, but I doubt I'll be able to. 2017, yeah. I mean, like, you see, you're barely losing. Jacoby Brissett's giving this team new life. I know I was defending Kyler Murray with his life. I think I'm still a big Murray guy. I still think he is a good quarterback in this league. Maybe just not on the Cardinals. With that being said, I mean, you guys, unfortunately, with that loss, are eliminated from the playoffs. I do think this is a good team. I do think you have a really good head coach. He's keeping you in these games that he really shouldn't be. But, yeah, it just sucks. This year was not your year. Hopefully you can get to the drawing board, improve enough to where next year you're competing. What really sucks is the division you're in. It's even if you have a really good team, it's always going to be tough. I mean, you have the other 3 teams in your division, repping the playoffs right now, and here you are already eliminated. 23, we have the Falcons, who are going down 2 spots at 4-8. Choke job. I mean, that's Atlanta for you. Yeah, you're winning against the Jets the whole time. You're looking pretty good. Not, spectacular, but, I mean, it's the Jets, so you don't have to look that way to win, but you just choked it away. You couldn't really move the ball for some reason in the fourth quarter, and, well, it cost you. Yes, Drake London didn't play, but that should not matter. You should not be, reliant on one guy so much to where if he gets injured, your whole team is doo-doo. But that's what it looked like. I mean, it looked like your clutch factor was gone. No one stepped up in his place, and, well, that ultimately is what cost you. So, tough luck for you guys. 22, we have the Dolphins, who are up a spot. You get a win over the Saints. Not a pretty win, but a win nonetheless. Yes, you allowed the onside kick to get them in the game, but you were able to close it out on defense, which is all that matters. This team is now 5-7. They've won 3 in a row, I believe, or might be 2. And they still have one of the easiest stretches, so we might very well be talking about this team come, end of December, early January. But who knows? I mean, you're looking good. Can you keep it up? Can you beat the good competition? I know you beat the Bills, but beat someone outside your division who is good. I don't even know if you have – I don't know your schedule, so I don't know if you even have anyone like that left. But, yeah. 21, we have the Bengals, who are up 5 spots. 4-8, you get the Thanksgiving dub. You look dominant offensively and defensively. That's something we have not been able to say about the Bengals. That's probably 2 years. 32-14. You hold Lamar Jackson. You make him struggle. 4 turnovers. I do think this team is unfortunately too little too late. It's going to be probably the same situation as last year where somehow, someway, at the very end, week 18, they're like, oh, we need to win and get some help to get into the playoffs, and it just doesn't happen. So, I mean, for the Bengals, enjoy, Burrow being back, but I think the only thing that's going to do is, besides causing good memories, it's going to hurt your draft pick, and, well, that's always the negative in this situation. 20, we have the Steelers 6-6 down the spot. You struggled against the Bills. No surprise there. I mean, you are the Steelers. You're going to finish around 500 no matter how good or bad you start. You're always going to find a way. So, here you are, 6-6. About to go 3-2 the end of the season. Finish 9-8. Let's see it. That's what all there is to say about this team. I'm not surprised. This is the same Steelers team as last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. You guys might be in a good spot with your division. I mean, you're technically tied for the lead at 6-6, but I don't even know if you've played Baltimore yet, so that could be really fun. So yeah, we'll see what happens. 19. Speaking of, we have the Ravens down 8 spots at 6-6. Big suck by Lamar against the Bengals defense out of all defenses. Lamar just looks like he has not been the same since his injury. He has struggled the whole time, and I'm starting to get concerned if I'm the Ravens. Like, oh, maybe this injury is more severe than we thought. Maybe it's playing mental tricks. I don't know what the situation is. I love Lamar, so I want to see him producing, but it's just not happening right now, and it hurts to see that. I do think this team will be fine. I think they'll figure it out. I mean, they're 6-6 and leading their division. So even if they don't finish well, they could just make the playoffs by, winning the division, which I know people are going to complain about. It happens every year because, your team will finish as the 8th seed. Like, oh, we finished better than this team, and they go and got in because of their division. It's a good rule. Shut up. And I like the division factor. All right? Makes the rivalries fun. But anyway, yeah. Turn it around, Ravens, please. 18, we got the Chiefs, who are going down 8 spots at 6-6. Another dud from them. They actually played really well against the Cowboys. 31-28. They lose, though, on Thanksgiving. Just couldn't get it done. I don't know if this team is going to be in the playoffs come January. Their division is so tough. The Broncos are 10-6, or I said 10-6, 10-2. The Chiefs are 6-6. If the Broncos, which I do believe they still play each other once this season, if the Broncos win that matchup, the Chiefs cannot win the division. That is crazy to say. The Chiefs are on life support right now for their division. They're literally one game, essentially, from being out of it. So, we'll see if they are able to turn around. I think at this point, they are no longer looking at division. They are looking at just hopefully even making it in the playoffs. 17, we got the boys who beat them. They looked really well in this win, keeping their playoff hopes not only alive, but very bright. 6-5-1. They're right there in the hunt for that 7th seed, and they're right there with their division, who the Eagles, they lost down to 4 losses, so technically only a game and a half ahead due to the tie. So, Dallas, you're looking good at the right time. Is it going to be enough to propel you into the playoffs, though, or are you going to barely miss out? Right now, I honestly don't see a world where you make the playoffs, unfortunately. Knowing you guys are going to find a way to lose a game that you shouldn't, it's going to be the killing blow. 16, we have the Panthers up 4 spots, 7-6. Round of applause, Panthers. You get the win over, in my opinion, the best team in the league. It was an absolute bloodbath. 31-28, I believe the score was. This was literally both teams were doing their very best to win, but Carolina was able to get it done. And the best part, Rico Dowdle didn't even do that well. Chuba Hubbard stepped up. Bryce Young stepped up. I know I've said if Rico Dowdle gets stuffed, if he can't do anything, this team loses. He did not do anything, and you guys proved me wrong against the best team in the league. That is beautiful by you guys. You should be very proud. Unfortunately for you, Tampa Bay wins, so they still keep the division lead, but you are right there with that. You are still a bit of ways away from the playoffs for the, if you're relying on a wild card spot. But with I mean, if you're able to do that every week, I mean, I don't think that'll be an issue. So, if I'm a Panthers fan. I'm jumping up and down. I'm happy right now. So, yeah. 15, we got H-Town. We got the Texans 7-5, up 2 spots. They are storming back. They started 1-5 or something like that. 7-5 now. They are red hot, beating the Colts. I mean, they are saying, hey, you guys counted us out of this division. We are not done. And I don't blame them. They are not done. The Jaguars have looked faulty. The Colts, ever since, a few weeks ago we found out, like, the Daniel Jones injury, they've looked faulty, and they were able to get the win here. The Texans were over the Colts. Now Jacksonville leads, but I believe Houston could potentially have a tiebreaker. I know they split their series, but I don't know. Outside that, I think it comes down to divisions, and I don't think the Texans have lost a division game outside that one Jaguars. So I don't unfortunately know the Jaguars, but this is a potential for the Texans to storm into the playoffs red hot, and they could be a dangerous team, let me tell you. 14, we have the Chargers, who are 8-4, up 2 spots. They looked good. I mean, it was against the Raiders. Nothing special. 31-14. Ultimately, looking at the Chargers, I think they're going to easily make it into the playoffs. However, I think they're going to be one and done. I'm sorry. I'm not convinced on this team. I think they're just, doing the bare minimum they should be. They're beating the bad teams, and that's going to be enough to punch their ticket in. But I'm just not seeing that oomph from this team. And ultimately, I saw it the first 3 weeks, but ever since then, it's been nothing. So if you're able to get back to that, that week's 1 for free, I think we're in a really good spot for you guys. But if not, well, I guess I still think you're good for the playoffs. You have a 2-game advantage over, being in and out. So with 5 games to go, as long as you finish with a winning record, you should be good. But it's just tough. I mean, I don't see you guys doing well in the playoffs. 13, we got the Buccaneers 7-5 down a spot. You struggle against the Cardinals. You're struggling against all these teams now. You're finding ways to make it entertaining, though. You were so good at one point. I don't know what has happened. The Buccaneers are the same thing. They always seem to do this. They somehow, and this was back-to-back years. The last year, the year before that, maybe even this year. When you're making the playoffs by winning your division, you have no right being in the playoff conversations right now. You have we are on the outside looking in, but here you are because you're winning your division. Like I said, I like this feature, but if I'm a Buccaneers fan, I'm happy. You're in a good spot. You get that home game. You always seem to do well in the playoffs, whether it be a win or a loss. It's just, I probably want something more out of you guys as well. If you're gonna settle, that's fine, but chase the 1 seed. I know it's a bit out of the question right now. It is only 3 losses, so you aren't too far out, but it's getting close, and I don't think you guys are going to be able to make up enough ground in time anyway. 12, we got Duval, up 3 spots. The AFC South leaders at the moment. We have not said that in a long time with them. It's been the Colts pretty much the whole year, but Jaguars finally take that step. Relied on the Colts to lose a few games, and they have. You're in a good spot if you're the Jaguars because, you're winning your division. There's that 2-game cushion between being in and out of the playoffs, with 6-6 being pretty much the record of all the teams who are out of it currently. You're in a really good spot. The only thing I'd be worried about is your division. You still have Houston and Indianapolis who are fighting for that division. So, no need to get comfy yet. You still have, to keep, pressing on the gas pedal, making sure they cannot catch up to you. And it sucks because you genuinely might have to win out in order for that to be the case. Because, the division you're in, it looked weak. But, boy, oh boy, is it, it's conversation for best in the league. There's a few divisions this year. You got the NFC West, obviously, with 3 playoff teams. You have the NFC North with the number 1 seed and the number 6 seed. You have the NFC East with the Eagles and Cowboys, arguably one of the best rivalries. with the Eagles being the reigning champs. You got, almost every single division confronter had in the ring, except, well, the AFC North this year, which is crazy. It's been like the best one. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. You're doing well. 11, we got the Lions down 4 spots. You lose on Thanksgiving. Frank Ragnow, he didn't even get to play a snap for you guys before pretty much going back into retirement. He had a grade 3 tear or something, so couldn't exactly play. I do think you guys are in a very tough spot because you have looked faulty. You are now 2 games out of that final playoff spot. You have Green Bay, who was probably your best bet, now has the tiebreaker over you, has swept you, so no matter what, you cannot pass them. Unless you have the better record. I genuinely do think this team is in a lot of trouble, and this is not really good for them. I mean, what's their best bet? The 49ers slip up? That's really what they're relying on right now is, the injured 49ers team to slip up. Didn't think we'd be talking about the Lions having to rely on other teams to lose to make the playoffs. Maybe for, seeding and stuff, but to make the playoffs, did not think we'd see that. So, 10, we have the Colts. I don't even want to talk about this Colts team. -6 spots, 8-4. They are just on a downward spiral. They keep losing. They keep struggling. No matter how good they play, it just doesn't matter. They've just lost their division lead. They're slipping in the playoff pictures. They went from the 1 seed a few weeks back to all the way down to the 6 seed now. I'm worried as if I'm a Colts fan. Your team looked all high and mighty. Daniel Jones playing with this injury, and he's still doing well. This team's still doing well. It's just not winning these games. I am being very nervous if I'm a Colts fan. I still think you're going to make the playoffs. I still think you're fine, but I'm worried that I'm going to be the 7 seed. It's getting to that point. 9, we got the 49ers staying, up 5 spots, 9-4. Dominant win over the Browns. That's all there really is to say. It's the Browns. We're not talking about the Eagles, the reigning champs, or anyone good. We're talking about the Browns, who are going to be most likely picking top 5 come the draft. So, I would be looking for a better win. I believe you still play the Bears this year, so that's a good chance for you to get a great win. But as for now, I'm not sold on you guys. You are the first team I'm expecting to be bounced in the playoffs. If there's one team who wouldn't make it, it's you guys. So show me wrong. Show me wrong, prove me wrong. Number 8, we got the Bills. Good win over the Steelers. Dominant win on defense. Good stuff on offense. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. You get the win. That's all that matters. You're up a spot at 8-4. You're still staying alive in that division race. Granted, you're still far behind, but you're not eliminated yet. Not out of it. I do think you are going to make the playoffs. I think you'll be fine. Like I said, it's kind of separating the AFC playoffs. Looking at the playoffs in both conferences, honestly, they're pretty well set. Besides, maybe those divisions, the AFC North and the NFC South might flip-flop, but yeah. So you're good. Number 7, we got the Eagles, down 2 spots, 8-4. You're struggling. Black Friday loss to the Bears. You keep it close, but not able to win. You're just struggling. You're in your slump. That's okay. We're just gonna need to see a bit more out of you. Ultimately, if I'm the Eagles, I need to have a talk about, hey, what is happening? Why are we losing these games? Why are we, putting up 15 points? One of the best offenses in the league, 15 points. If that's the Eagles, you just won a Super Bowl. Nothing has changed. Your roster is very similar. But it's just not working out, so, yeah. Number 6, we got Denver going up 2 spots. I'm done with them at this point. I think they are frauds, but they're winning their games. That's all that matters. So here we go. I'm giving them the respect they deserve, and no matter who they play, they always seem to find a way to win. That's what matters. All right. It's not about strength of wins or whatever they do in college football. It's about wins and losses in the playoffs. They get you in. And for the Broncos, they have the second best record. Technically, could be tied with the first with the Patriots, depending on how their next game goes. I do think this team is a good team. I do think they're playoff caliber. I just don't know how they're going to do in the playoffs is what scares me. Number 5, we got the Bears, 9-3, up 8 spots. I'm giving you your respect. I was like, oh, they're fraudulent. Beating the Eagles by multiple scores has shut me up, so congrats. I am now scared as a Packers fan. I think you guys are legit. This next game, Green Bay versus Chicago, is going to decide probably the division. I know they still play twice, those 2 games. I mean, they're going to be so impactful for seeding all across the league. Bears are the number 1 seed. They have the most to prove at this point. Not to prove, excuse me, to lose. But yeah, you proved yourself with a great win, and I am now concerned. So congrats on your win. You're looking great. But, well, how will you do against a team that's owned you for years? Hopefully horrible. Knock on wood. Number 4, we got Green Bay. We just talked about them. 8-1, up 2 spots. You get the win over the Lions. You sweep them. Staying good in both the division and the playoff race. The only thing that's really affecting you is that tie against the Cowboys. Kind of hindering you in the competition just a tad bit. You're still right there. This team ultimately is probably going to need a big win here against the Bears if they want to win the division. I genuinely don't think they can make it if they lose this game. Now, the second game is a different story, but this first one is going to be the trendsetter probably for the rest of the season, and I think whoever wins this is going to have so much confidence for the rest of the season. So Green Bay, I do think you're the better team. I think it's close, as you see. I mean, you're literally right next to each other in the power rankings, both top 5. We'll see who can get it done. Number 3, we have the Rams, 9-3, down 2 spots. You slip up against the Panthers. It's fine. Get that ugly loss out the way. You looked amazing in that loss, though, which is what's the worst part. You guys are still in a great spot. You do fall from the 1-2, I believe, the 2 seed. So you're still right there for the 1 seed. I mean, just got to hope Chicago loses and you win. However, Seattle is still breathing down your neck for the division. San Francisco still breathing down your neck for the division. You guys are not in the clear. You have got to keep your foot on the pedal. You cannot let that game happen again. You cannot lose 31-28. You cannot have your offense playing top tier and your defense struggling. You have to be good on both sides of the ball for 4 quarters. Number 2, we have the Seahawks, 9-3, staying the same. Nothing to talk about. Their offense didn't look amazing. Definitely, I mean, they look good, but not, the offense we're used to. Their defense allowed 0 points, so that's the story of that game. I mean, they just, from start to finish, that defense was phenomenal. I actually lost one of my fantasy league games because of that. They put up 28 points, and I lost by 3 points, so that's fun. So if I'm the Seahawks, I mean, I'm in a good spot. You still have to hope for some teams to lose in order for you to make the 1 seed. I mean, you're tied with a bunch of teams. It's really close for the 1 seed right now. So, like I said, the playoffs are kind of already set in stone for the NFC. It's just who's going to get what seed. So, yeah, I mean, you're good. And then number 1, up 2 spots, we got the Patriots. You have the best record in the league. You have arguably the MVP. I mean, this is just a good year for you guys. My only concern with you guys is with Drake May not playing a playoff game. If you guys could potentially be 1 and done. I'm not saying you're frauds. I'm just saying you're inexperienced, and I think that could come back to bite you. The pressure could get there, all of that. But we're in the regular season right now, so don't have to worry about that. I do think you're the best team. With all that being said, let me know how you think I did. If you think I'm too nice to a team, too hateful to another team. And, yeah, I will see you guys next time with predictions. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.